The virtual collaboration environment is actually a little bit difficult to describe in that you might consider it an ebook, you might consider it a learning environment, though it's actually more of a collaborative learning environment where individuals can learn about what we have come to understand to this point about how to do virtual collaboration and also interact with the group of collaborators who are continually trying to figure out how to evolve that understanding to be able to do more effective virtual collaborations in the future. Now, as I've said numerous times, the the way that we have to go about, or the situations that we have to go about dealing with currently are so complex and appear complicated that it's typically beyond the capacity of a couple of individuals to actually have the requisite understanding to be able to figure out how to deal with that situation. So that it's essential for us to figure out how to do virtual collaboration to involve all of the right people, those that have the appropriate understanding at different points in time to contribute to the effort to understand the situation, figure out how to develop a strategy, and how to actually adopt that strategy to deal with the situation at hand. So this environment is put together in terms of currently three maps. The first one actually being the creating the future map, which attempts to provide an explanation of how it is that we go about dealing with situations and how we attempt to do that in a meaningful manner and where and why it comes up short for us on an ongoing basis. The map about the virtual collaboration talks about um, the more in depth about the predicament, about the nature of the environment that we're trying to figure out how to deal with, the realization that we have come to about the tools that we need, about the nature of the environment that we have to figure out how to deal with, what we have come to understand about a set of tools that we use to support virtual collaboration, how we integrate the interaction of people and those tools to actually develop the requisite understanding and approaches for dealing with situations, and how we actually enable that virtual interaction to be effective on an ongoing basis as opposed to a chaotic mess the way the situations are that we're trying to deal with. The third segment is a better way, which is essentially an approach to how to develop the understanding itself in a virtual manner, and then to go ahead and understand the situation, to look at the understanding itself that's necessary to develop the strategy, the way that we go about crafting the strategy and the implementation. And in the midst of this, there is an example that's developed along the way, and then there's also another case study that's provided about an accounts receivable situation that an organization is trying to figure out how to deal with. And every one of the elements in this environment, there are, you look at them, there's a description, there's also typically videos that are provided that further describe, enhance the description. There is, if there are questions or comments that arise as you're interacting with the environment, you can post the questions which will be responded to by the set of collaborators currently developing and figuring out how to evolve this environment. So this pretty much it's a learning environment. It's a presentation of what we have come to understand to this point about doing virtual collaboration in an effective manner, and a continuing evolution of that understanding as we simply continue to experiment and get better at doing it. So I look forward to you joining us. There's a link to the place where you can sign up and join us in the notes section for this video, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.